How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Gotta be my least inspiring, least uplifting introduction I think I've ever done. Usually I like to take time to enjoy the scenery, but right now we're in dire straits. There's this rabid. Where did he go? He's gone. You should have seen the bites on that dude. He got beat up pretty good. Yeah, dire straits right now. But yeah, it's all good. We still make a video. We still film out here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm starting to feel like a kid again. Hold on. What's up? What's going on over here? This is the type of environment I would find myself, like the back alleys of my hometown. Gotta keep my martial arts up. But yeah, not a whole lot going on today. About to get back into working out, get back into the gym. That's always good. It's doing some door-to-door for the business today, so that's splendid. Now I'm filming a video, ticking all the boxes, just trying to be productive, just trying to get as much done in the day as I can. There's a book I read called Eat That Frog, and it sounds kind of gross, but basically the premise is if you eat a frog first thing in the morning, right, it's probably going to be the worst thing you do all day, so you don't really have to worry. But eating the frog is like a metaphor for difficult tasks, like the most difficult thing that you'll have to do that day. And surprisingly or not surprisingly, usually the most difficult, almost exclusively the most difficult thing you gotta do today is probably gonna be the thing that contributes to your life the most positively. And we tend to procrastinate on that. So as of recently, I've been eating the frog, if you will. And it feels good, it sucks in the moment, but you definitely feel productive. You definitely feel like you're getting a lot done. But it's important to not burn out. It's important to have stress relievers. For me, it's the gym. It was martial arts, but I'm on a little hiatus from that right now. Maybe I'll return. Perhaps I'll return. I feel like it's a noble thing to pursue, and I feel like it builds confidence, and it's good for your family. Your family knows they can be protected. The gym is good for that, but I feel like martial arts is probably obviously the best for that. You feel like more competent, your family feels more secure, so that's good. Where was I? Yeah, Eating the Frog. Probably one of the more impactful books I've read, and I'm beginning to catch myself. I used to say this is the best book I ever read, this is the most influential book I've ever read, but in reality it's actually the Bible. So I've been catching myself with that as of recently. So if you're a Christian and you find yourself trumpeting like books that you've read as the best book ever, the most influential, you got to remember the Bible's number one. I'm almost hesitant. I know this is going off track, but this is where my brain goes. I'm almost hesitant to refer to the Bible as just a book. I know it's a book, but it feels like more than that, Well, it is more than that, but putting it on the plane of book just does not do it justice, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I got this nice armrest here, guys. Look, I just put my elbow right in here. See, look at that. And I can hold the camera all day. It's pretty amazing. Jeez, this is actual crackhead territory right now. I feel like if anybody caught me walking this back alley back and forth, they would not think I'm a highly productive individual. They would not think they wouldn't think very highly. They'd probably be like, what is this crackhead doing, filming himself like a zombie? This is The Walking Dead right now. Dude just walking back and forth, creating a trail. I'm blazing a trail for the next geeker that walks down this alleyway. I'm blazing the trail. Gotta be trailblazers, that's something that's always rung true with me. I feel like if you live on the edge, you know, you're always ahead of the curve, if you will. You're always ahead of the game. So sometimes it takes time for things to catch up, and you got to be okay with blazing the trail, you know. People look at trailblazers and they're like, what's this dude doing? Like, why is he walking through that Amazon forest with a machete? Like, where is he going? Where does he think he's doing? And like, you know, maybe 80% of them die an early painful death because they run into like a I don't know, some predator, or fall. But 20%, you know, the 20% that make it, they find the lost land, they find the treasure, and that's what it's all about. I know that's not very inspiring, that's not very uplifting. I feel like it's actually, you know, that's in olden times. I feel like in modern times, if you're blazing a trail, if you're trying something new, it's like 0.01% something bad actually happens, and then like the rest is like, it's usually neutral, positive. But we're still stuck in this like gotta be safe brain, you know. But yeah, that's something else you gotta be used to if you're trying something new or pushing the boundaries, I guess. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Just living on the edge, if you will. You know, you gotta push through fear, be okay with failure, and yeah. And I don't know, this video is all over the place, but I think I'm gonna get ready to work out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this scenery. At least there was some green. You know, I can't wait to get back to the country. It's gonna be nice. You know, there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons to both. I feel like when I'm in the country, I'm gonna miss a lot of things about the city. Obviously, the goal is to get back to the splendid, peaceful countryside. Maybe a nice field, a little home, or perhaps a wooden cabin in a forest. You never know. You know, whatever I decide, whatever is decided at the time. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Do take care, and until next time.